Hello guys, welcome to BBC Highlights and News. Blinken emphasizes deep commitment to Israel after talks. In his second visit to Israel since the deadly attacks by Hamas, Mr. Blinken met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He reaffirmed U.S. support and its willingness to aid the country, the State Department said. More than 1,400 people were killed in Israel 9 days ago. Hamas militants crossed into Israel from the Gaza Strip to attack civilians and soldiers. You know our deep commitment to Israel's right indeed, its obligation to defend itself and to defend its people, Mr. Blinken said on Monday. Israel has been bombing Gaza and is expected to launch a ground offensive into the territory after vowing to eliminate Hamas. Appearing at a photo opportunity with Israel's defense minister, Yoav Gallant, the top U.S. diplomat added, "You always have the support of the United States." Mr. Blinken also spoke to Mr. Netanyahu about U.S. coordination with the UN and regional partners for humanitarian aid, the State Department said. Air sirens went off at one point during their meeting, and Mr. Blinken and Mr. Netanyahu took shelter in a bunker for 5 minutes before resuming discussions at the Defense Ministry's command center, Reuters reported. The visit comes as the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is reaching a critical point with water, food, and medical supplies running low. More than 2,700 Palestinians have been killed and 9,700 wounded in Gaza in Israel's retaliatory strikes since the Hamas attacks. At least 30 Americans are among the dead while 13 are still unaccounted for, according to the latest numbers from the U.S. State Department. The missing are thought to have been abducted by Hamas, and Mr. Blinken discussed with Mr. Netanyahu how they might secure the release of nearly 200 people taken. Hamas is a Palestinian militant group which has ruled the Gaza Strip since 2007. It is designated a terrorist organization by the U.S. and other Western governments. The U.S. has chartered a ship and several flights to evacuate Americans out of Israel to safe nearby locations this week, according to U.S. officials. Last week, Mr. Blinken held meetings in Tel Aviv before making several other stops in the region, including to Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. During his tour of Arab countries, Mr. Blinken pledged his support for the Israeli government, while arguing that Israel must affirm shared values for human life and human dignity. President Joe Biden, meanwhile, told CBS News in an interview on Sunday that Hamas should be eliminated. Israel is going after a group of people who have engaged in barbarism that is as consequential as the Holocaust. And so I think Israel has to respond, he said, while also promising to supply aid to Israel. The president warned, however, that an Israeli occupation of Gaza would be a big mistake, and said there should be a path to a Palestinian state. Mr. Biden is also said to be weighing a trip to Israel in the coming days. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to see more.